Hello, and welcome back to Purchase Presents. I'm your host, Ian McFarlane.
And I'm Marissa Mulgrew. We have a packed episode for you this week.
That's right, Marissa, and we've got fun things happening on campus, and we're highlighting it all.
Ever wonder what secret spots SUNY Purchase has to offer? We have an In with Lauren Hagen on Hidden Gems. Bored on campus? Feel like you have nothing to do? Follow me as I try to spice up my life with something new with Marissa Mulgrew.
The temperature is getting warmer, the sun is out longer, and spring is in the air. We join Elaine Tamboya to highlight the new sports season on Panther Rundown. Are you tired of hub food? Don't want to go to D-Hall? Isaiah Mojica has the segment for you.
Curious how students find ways to make money on top of a heavy workload? Let's check out Professionals here on campus.
We're going to wrap up with our very own Tiny Desk concert here in the studio featuring student performer Francie. Looking forward to this week's episode, Marissa?
Absolutely, Ian. Let's get started.
Looking for a new study spot or a place to simply hang out on campus? Purchase Presents correspondent Lauren Hagen is here to show us some of the coolest and most unique location in the area.
Hey Panthers, and welcome to Hidden Gems, the segment where we show you unique places on campus that you can either study at, get some alone time, or just simply soak in the sun. With the weather getting nicer, we wanted to show you a really cool place on campus that you can hang out at. The spot we've chosen to highlight this week is quite hidden if you don't know about it. If you live on campus, you know we hear the planes all day from the Westchester Airport. But what if you could see them lift off? This spot, hidden on the back road entrance to campus, is perfect for those sunny days when you just need to clear your head. It's not the best study spot due to planes, but it's perfect for a nice hangout. Thanks for watching Hidden Gems. We'll see you next time. This is Lauren Hagen taking off.
Thanks, Lauren. It's so nice finding new things around campus you already think you know all about.
That's right, Ian. And here at Purchase College, there are many opportunities to push yourself out of your comfort zone. I, like many others at SUNY Purchase, am not the most equipped when it comes to sports, but I figured that should change. Come along as I try basketball intramurals in our new segment, Something New with Marissa Mulgrew. Hi, I'm Marissa Mulgrew, and like many at SUNY Purchase, I am not very equipped at sports. But today, that changes. I am here with
Matthew
and
Kaylina,
and they are going to help teach me how to play basketball. This is Something New with Marissa Mulgrew. What is the first step to learning how to be a pro basketball player?
First step, I would basically say just having good hand-eye coordination sometimes, because like when it's dribbling, you don't want to look down when you're dribbling because you want to look up to see where you're going.
So now that I have learned dribbling, I'm going to try to dribble into a layup. Wish me luck. And now it's time to just try basic shooting. What Kay is teaching me is to, instead of going like this, to put my hand at a 90-degree angle and to put my hand into the cookie jar and flick it. I think it's official. I'm the best basketball player here. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much to
Matt,
and
Kaylina.
for being the best teachers. And yeah, I feel like I'm a pro basketball player now. Wouldn't you say?
I've never seen anyone better. I'm honestly, you learn that so quickly. Like,
Yeah, I would have to agree. Well, this has been Something New with Marissa Mulgrew. Thanks for checking in.
Wow, Marissa, your technique looks really good.
Thank you to Kay and Matt for teaching me how to dribble, shoot, and hit a layup. I look forward to being drafted in the NBA. We have some great athletes here at Purchase.
Speaking of sports, the spring season has officially sprung at Purchase College, with men's volleyball, baseball, and men and women's lacrosse already underway. Softball had a bit of a late bloom this season. Here to give us more insight on the home opening for softball in this week's home games is Elaine Tamboya in the Panther Rundown.
Thanks, Ian. This was a jam-packed week for our Panthers. In total, we were set to host 7 home games. Men's tennis home opener and second home game were unfortunately canceled due to the rainy weather. Men's volleyball and baseball managed to win by a landslide in their respective home games. Volleyball swept their match 3-0, while baseball cruised to a doubleheader victory with scores of 22-1 and 13-0. On the other hand, men's lacrosse faced a tough loss, falling 20-5. In more exciting Panther news, this past weekend, softball held the home opener for their season. On March 15th, they played Brooklyn College. Let's take a look at how that game went for our Panthers. The softball team kicked off their season in a dominant fashion, sweeping their doubleheader home opener on Saturday. In Game 1, the Panthers erupted with a 15-7 win led by Ariel Reddick's 2-run homer and a massive 7-run third inning, featuring a 3-run double by Soraya Sanchez. Liv Goff secured the win, striking out 6 over 5 innings. Game 2 was more of the same. Despite Brooklyn's early lead, the Panthers stormed back to win 14-5, with Reddick adding another double and triple, and Sanchez going 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, also known as runs batted in. Sam Christopher pitched a solid 6 innings to seal the win. With these victories and a split game on Sunday, Purchase softball starts the season 3-1. The Panthers will return to the field on March 21st for a doubleheader game again against York College. Men's tennis is set to host their home opener today, finally, against Brooklyn College after their last 2 games were unfortunately canceled. Thanks for tuning in to another Panther Rundown. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Elaine, for the rundown on all things Purchase Sports. And now, a word from our sponsors.
Interested in clothes and music from the past? Then look no further than Vintage Clothing and Records. Located right outside and in front of the Natural Sciences Building, this outdoor pop-up shop sells vintage clothes as well as records for people with a record player and an interest in vintage music. The main attraction of this shop, of course, is the clothes that were collected from many, many thrift stores for those interested in collecting clothes from the past.
We were in a thrift store and we would maybe try a piece on and be like, ah, damn, it doesn't fit. They'd be like, well, it might fit somebody. So we started collecting pieces.
Whether you are looking to get your hands on a classic album or looking to be stylish with clothes from the past, Vintage Clothing and Records is the perfect place to add pieces of the past to your clothing or records collection. So what are you waiting for? Come on over to Vintage Clothing and Records right now, because this shop is only here for a limited time.
I'm always looking for a new place to eat around campus, but I don't want to spend my money if I don't know that I like it.
Well, Marissa, I have the segment for you. This week, Isaiah is taking us off campus to one of his favorite spots in White Plains. Get ready to be hungry in our latest edition of Campus Cravings.
Should I go to the hub? I'm starving. I guess. Girl, I just had a burger. Like, I'm not doing that. Chinese? I mean, it looks... Oh, no. It's time to get on this loop. I gotta get out of here.
Hi guys, my name is Isaiah Mojica and welcome back to Purchase Cravings. Woo! And honestly, I know sometimes we get tired of eating on campus. So right now, we are in Mamaroneck and we're about to go to Shaw's. So let's head over. We're in New York, girl. Yeah, there we go.
Anything?
No, thank you. I'm good. Okay.
All set. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, guys. We got the food. All right, guys. So, this is my plate. This is what I get. The Isaiah special. Oh, yes. This is the Isaiah special. There's chickpeas in here. Pico de mayo, right? Pico? I don't know. It's a mixture between cucumbers and tomatoes. You know you always gotta get the lettuce. Hello. I get a combo. Sometimes I get the fish. The fish is really good from Shaw's. And then I get one line of hot and then white sauce. And chickpeas. I don't know if I said that already. Chickpeas is so good. And only for like $13. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for like, you know. But once in a while, of course, like, you know, you always gotta go to Shaw's. Like, don't play with me, what? And I do mix my food, so don't judge me, not too much. Okay. It's so good. Let me get a bite of this. Ooh. Oh my God. That was definitely just lettuce. It was so good. Let me stop. Let me get a full bite. Bro, when you're tired of campus food, I'm telling you, this is the place to go. It is right on Mamaroneck. It's right on Mamaroneck. Literally 1 block away from the bus stop. 1 block away, bro. And it's right here. So easily accessible, so good. So affordable, honestly. It's very affordable. Especially if you're just getting it like once in a while. Highly recommend it. But yeah, we'll see you next time on Campus Cravings. Have a good day. Bye.
Thanks, Isaiah. I'll definitely check that place out. I just wish I had more money to spend.
I feel like a lot of Purchase students can relate, Marissa. Are you having trouble looking for a job on campus? Don't know where to start? As a student, it can be hard to find places that will hire you. Let's take a deeper look into one of student jobs that Purchase has to offer.
My name is Matt Bell. I'm a senior now in Purchase College, and I work at the PSJ office as an assistant. So as an assistant, I mostly just work as a support. I work on printing flyers that are sent into the email. I log packages that are brought in and sent to me via Ariana. I also just answer general questions and stuff like that. If you come in, ask me where stuff is. We do have a tiny lost and found that I try to maintain, and I try to maintain the facilities around here somewhat, like the board outside. I put posters up there. I make sure it looks all pretty every now and then when it starts to fall into disrepair. Stuff like that. I knew I wanted a job on campus of some kind, mostly for either credit or a little bit of money on the side, but I wanted to work here specifically because I had a lot of people who I knew who were in the PSGA, and it seemed a good way to kind of get involved with the community and make, like, I don't know if I'd say a difference, but like have something to do with how Purchase was moving in general. So I applied once last semester, but I didn't get it, and then At the advent of this semester, there was apparently a couple of assistants that like dropped out of the job, and since I was already kind of in the PSGA because I'm a club head, I was added into the roster by a friend of mine who also works within the PSGA. The hours here are pretty flexible, and so is the job itself. A lot of what I do here is more or less empty space, so I can fit in homework time if I need to. But I can also totally still do my job. We're very workable. But I'm only working on this job around 6 hours a week, and I can lose 6 hours of sleep if I really have to, and do the rest of my homework. It's very workable as far as work life, whatever. There's always stuff to do at the PSGA, and they always need more people to do stuff. You can also do student coordinator jobs. You can do, there's RSL always needs pencil pushers up there. I think one of my friends works in their office as well.
Thank you again, Isaiah. It's great to see our professionals in action.
We had so much fun with this week's segment. Stay tuned for even more in the next week's episode of Purchase Presents. I'm your host, Ian McFarlane.
And I'm Marissa Mulgrew. We're ending the show today with musical artist Francie. Enjoy the soothing tunes, and
thanks for watching Purchase Presents.
Hi, my name is Francie. I'm a junior in the studio composition program, and I'm going to be singing Sailor Girl and Special One. I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna sail away, 'cause I've gotta get out of here. I've gotta get out of here. I won't need no gasoline, not your hospitality, so don't say you're leaving, 'cause it's my turn now. And it feels like you're gonna miss me, but I'll be a sailor girl, a long gone sailor girl. And you're gonna wish you were with me, but I'll be across the world, a long gone sailor girl. You're the special one. You're the special one. You're the only thing I need. When you walk into the room and everybody's watching you, and everybody's listening, and you don't know, no, you don't know what they say about you, but I do, but I do. You're the special one. You're the special one. You're the only thing I'm not estranged from. You're the very fist. You're the anarchist that overthrows my body, my kingdom.
do.